Hello and welcome to Constituency Talk, and today we travel all the way to Matabeleland South Province in Bulilima East Constituency. Studies have shown that teenagers who take part in team sport are less likely to use drugs and more likely to excel in life through sport. Hon Mangaliso Ndlovu partnered with the National Association of Secondary Heads NASH and brought all the 12 secondary schools in Bulilima East constituency to Machinge High School for a sports tournament that is meant to help nurture sporting talent. Soccer and netball were the only disciplines featured, as they are the most popular sporting codes in rural areas.
As a Bulilima East constituency, zonke ama-secondary schools angu-12. Sihlangana lapha sitageta kakhulu ama-under 15, ama-form 3 kusiya form 1 kusiya ku-form 3. Kakhulu sizama ukuthi sihlanganise abantwana, sibafundisa okutshiyeneyo okungabakha empilweni, ukuthi bachiyane lezinto zama-drugs, bachiyane lezinto ezingayenza ikusasa yabo ingaphumi kuhle. Siqhakathekisa njalo ukuthi umntwana nxa ekhula sifuna ukuthi silondoloze iziphiwo zakhe zonke. Nxa bekhona abalesiphiwo sesport babuye labo sibaphakamise. Silabantu abaningi namhla abaphila ngokuthi italent labo isiphiwo sabo sesport sananzelelwa saphakanyiswa. So sihlangene lapha sinanzelela ukuthi abantwana balapha iningi labo baleziphiwo, they are very talented, and the talent we saw today gives us hope that if we properly nurture this talent, some of these young people can earn a living from this.
Hon Ndlovu realized the need for equipping schools with proper sporting equipment if sport is to be promoted in rural areas.
I realized that most of our rural schools do not have the requisite tools, especially for sporting activities. Some schools don't even have soccer balls, net balls. So we were able to provide all the schools here with the balls. The top 4 teams will walk away with full kits, both netball and soccer. So 4 for netball, 4 for football. I have also brought in volleyball because I want our schools to expand the type of sporting activities that they are doing. This is over and above other training equipment that we have brought, the bibs, the cones, so that they try and modernize their training. We want them to continue to upscale.
Getting involved in team sport is a great way of building confidence, making new friends, and getting into the habit of leading a healthy lifestyle. The learners have bigger dreams for sport and are grateful for having this day with their National Assembly member.
Isport isincedise endaweni eziningi. Siyahamba phandle kwelizwe sibona ngabantu abaningi, and isport sibili into eright sibili. Abanye bathola ama scholarships, abanye impilo zabo zenziwa isport. Sakhela abantu abakhulu kale abaphandle baqalisa kancane, so lathi silesifiso zokuthi sikhule siye ngaphandle ngale sindlela.
Isport siyasincedisa kakhulu ngoba abanye bethu ingxe yesikolo vele asiphiwanga, siyafeyila vele. Abanye bethu badala. So masibuya la siyasithanda ukubonga ukuthi ama-ministers angabuya ebona esesponsor abantu begcina besiba nemizi emkhulu, begcina sekhula for example lapha eZimbabwe sinokamba ngale e-England. So lokho kuyasithabisa kusiyenza kahle futhi ukuthi sisibelieve ukuthi we can do it.
The new curriculum has been welcomed by teachers as it has brought in another dimension to learning. While the physical benefits of playing sport are quite obvious, the physiological and social benefits can be just as important. Sports directors and coaches feel such tournaments have the capacity to develop sport at grassroots level.
New curriculum yas-assista kakhulu introduction of the new curriculum. Abantwana sesikwanisa ukuthi siba identify talent labo. Umntwana ongekho gifted academically sekwanisa uku-explore izinto zakhe azikwanisayo kuma-sports. Ngase classini laphana as a teacher, you can see ukuthi umntwana lo hayi isikolo asikwanisi academically. Then kule PE saba isile PE eMachinke High School, so teacher ewe PE during ama practical lessons uyakwanisa ukuthi identify abantwana abakwanisa different sporting activities. Then from there siyazama sometimes ukuthi sibahambise kuma clubs ngabe lokho becomputer laphana nxa kulama tournaments anje, so sabe expect ukuthi beba pick nje babe showcase ama talents abo.
This tournament is also coming hand to try and promote their talent and also to try and groom them, since we are looking at the under 15s. So this will assist us also to groom for the under 17s and other 20. And also we have scouts around here. We have just come for Mainline and Highlanders Club. They're here. So if such tournaments are here, it also helps to improve, I would say, grassroots development for the sport.
Interacting with friends, setting and building towards group goals can be of great help later in life. For some of the learners, it was the first time to visit some places they've never been to. The girls battled it out in netball, with each team giving the best they could for the big prize. Let's take a short break. We will be right back. Good officiating will help the youngsters to be able to understand the rules of the games once they play on bigger platforms. This can help in building respect for other mentoring figures such as teachers. It's refreshing to notice that even women teachers are now taking up soccer refereeing.
They are able to know what as referees, how our decisions today will affect them out there. Because at school, they are not going to be pressurized at all. But outside here, we are also helping them. They must get used to the system. As referees, there are red cards, there are fouls that they will be fouled on. So they must also get used to the pressure. It is challenging as a female because some of the kids, some of the young ones, they have to be groomed, they have to be helped, or they see our role models through us. It helps us that as women, we can do it. It's challenging, but we can still do it. We can officiate. Soccer is not only for men, it's also for women.
The final soccer match pitted Ntunungwe and Plumtree. Both teams exhibited some classic football. At the end of the day, there is supposed to be one winner. Mtunungwe were the winners, much to the disappointment of Plum Tree.
I believe there were scouts here, so I'd wish for them to play for big clubs, not just locally, maybe internationally. As the other guy was saying that the likes of Messi and Ronaldo they started from school level. So I think that would be the ultimate goal.
Talent scouts who came to grace the event were excited about the quality of play exhibited by the youngsters.
Talent is a former legend. Awula difference like a town, njengarapha like Semakaka, it's like a Plum Tree. Talent lakhona awula different engayana. But it does need to be enough equipment like balls. Lokhu zinama skills engwabonala I think imehluke khona ukuthi like training like engubonile like athi bengatrain isikole eziningi anazitrain enough like ukuyabona phela lokhu izinto kade zingatrain.
Abafana besibabone lapha sibona abafana abagudu kakhulu ukuthi bangafuna ukuthi bathathwe nje bayigrunywa singazuza ama-good players.
The Minister of Primary and Secondary Education, Honorable Evelyn Ndlovu, believes sport is a critical component of education and promotes the development of any nation.
A fit body that exercises produces good results in terms of thinking, critical thinking, because sports motivates, it actually rejuvenates the mind. So we see sports as a critical component of education. It is also very important because quite a number of our members of society have excelled in sports. We talk of Marwaru, we are talking of Peter Ndlovu. I think you've seen even the Minister of Sports, she excelled in her sporting career and she earned a lot of money for the country and for herself. Because all that money Dr. Casey COVID was earning, it was coming back to Zimbabwe. So we look forward to these young people making it in sports as a subject.
The prize-giving ceremony was a colorful one, which saw the teams walking away with state-of-the-art sporting equipment and kits. Some luck learners got souvenirs from the scouts who attended the tournament. This is the beginning of greater things to come, as the National Assembly member plans to bring more disciplines and make it an annual event. He was moved by the contribution of all partners he worked with to make this tournament a success.
It is my desire to have something similar for athletics, which will be first term next year, but also second term to have a tournament that will be the MP's tournament. I'm also grateful for the support that I got from some of our partners who supported, especially in some of the prizes that we won, but also in making sure that we transport every competing school to the ground. Some of the schools came to the party. I also appreciate the role played by NASH, because when I gave them my vision and my desire to host this tournament, they welcomed it with both hands. Then they are the ones who organize everything together with my constituency team. And I'm happy that it came out very well. Also grateful that when I invited the Minister of Primary and Secondary Education, she was able to spare her time and spend the day with us today to see what her children are capable of doing in the field of sport.
We take another short break. Please don't go away. Welcome back to the third and final segment of Constituents Talk. In the spirit of leaving no one and no place behind, Honorable Hon Mangaliso Ndlovu embarked on a program to train people of Bulilima East on fish farming. 4 wards have benefited from this program. Moza Dam in Ward 5 is the latest beneficiary, which will see 40,000 fingerlings being put into the dam to kickstart this project.
Sinanzelela ukuthi isigaba sakithi iMatabeleland South Province kakhulu iBulilima District yindawo ewome kakhulu ekulimeni inzuzo yethu phansi kakhulu. So sesiphuma lendlela ezitshiyeneyo zokuthi abantu bakithi bakwanise ukuziphilisa. Sikhangela indawo yenhlanzi akusiyo esiphakamise kakhulu esikhathi esiningi. Ngananzelela ukuthi njengoba be-national parks belohlelo lokuthi behambe befundisa izabelo bebancedisa ukuthi bayenze uhlelo lokufuya inhlanzi. Sikhulume labo ukuthi babuye bazofundisa abantu khonapha eMoza. Namhlanje sitraine iward yona le ward 5, uward 1 iChankwa, uward 2 iGwambe, le ward 21 Indiweni. Bonke laba ngabantu asebelolwazi ukuthi inhlanzi indlela yokulima, inhlanzi indlela esingaziphilisa ngayo. Sikhonapha eMachinge ward ku ward 5 kuMoza Dam. Silethe inhlanzi ezifika 40,000 esikhangelele ukuthi kunyanga ezintutshwana ezizayo ngabantu abazabe sebethola inzuzo lokuziphilisa kuzo lezi inhlanzi.
41 people were trained on fisheries management and aquaculture techniques by trainers from Simparks as a way of contributing to the food and nutritional needs of the people of Ward 5.
Abantu abatrainwe lapha kuthiwe bangaki? 41 anti? Kuthiwe wonke otrainileyo waqeqesha namhlanje uyasala le certificate nxa sesiqeda la. Siyokuma emdulwini esithengisayo ukuthi abantu bezimparks basitrainile basifundisa ukuthi inhlanzi indlela yokulima, inhlanzi ibusiness akusiyo ukuthi sibe sithatha sifake epanini kuphela.
We have come to Ward 5 and gathered people to train them on fisheries management as well as aquaculture techniques. So basically on the first one, what we're looking at in fisheries management, we are introducing fish into the dam, but once you introduce them, they have to be managed well so that they are not depleted. We are encouraging sustainable utilization. So there are aspects of fisheries management that we were training the people. Such issues as where to fish, when to fish, how to fish. For example, the breeding areas, how important are they? Why is it that we shouldn't fish in the breeding areas? Because this makes it very difficult for the fish to replenish because you're taking away the mothers, the fathers, as well as the juveniles at times. So it will not be sustainable. These are some of the aspects. And what kind of gear that you use. Is it rod and line, but what type of rod and line? Where do you use it on the dam? Areas where you leave so that the fish can multiply. Then on the aspect of aquaculture, aquaculture is a growing industry because most of the capture fisheries, that is those fish that we catch using nets and rod and lines, they are depleting the world over. But aquaculture has come to supplement, and right now aquaculture production of fish is actually more than that of capture fisheries. So the communities were trained on how to farm fish, where there are areas with water, what designs of ponds they can do, and how they can do that type of aquaculture. And the holistic approach is that we want to increase food and nutrition security throughout Zimbabwe and contribute towards the overall food and nutrition security of the country.
The recipients of this training received certificates and now view fish not only as a source of protein but a big source of income.
Sikhaswe kanje ngenhlanzi lezi sesizaba lokuthuthuka ngenxa yokuthi vele isilokushota okuningi. But mase siqhaliswa inhlanzi isitshebo, inhlanzi iyimali. Mase sizithola inhlanzi lezi yengeza inamba. Sisiyakwanisa ukuphila siziphilise ngenhlanzi lezi.
Sesifundise inhlanzi akujabulela ngoba sisingakwazi ukuthi inhlanzi thina ziyafuywa. So sijabulelile ukufundisa inhlanzi lezana ukuthi sisifuye njani. Lokuthi singomama fanele siwekwazi ukuthiya. Sibe siyakwazi ukuthi abafazi bafanele ukuthi bethiye. Sesizathela abantu abathi isitshebo. Lathi singasathenge kwabantu abathenga abagolala ababesezithengisela imali. Sijabulile sifike singomama.
Ukuthola isifundo ezinje ukuyisihlakaniphisa ukuthi lathi sibe lolwazi esigabeni sikwazi ukusigcinisa imuli zethu sikwazi ukufundisa abantu abethu sithola imali so ngokunjalo siyabonga kakhulu ngathi uhulumeni kakhulukela phambili ngakho lokho
ebesingakwazi ukuthi singasincedisa ekuphileni kodwa namhlanje sesibonile ukuthi inhlanzi ziyingxenye yokuphila engasincedisa ekuphileni esingakwanisa ukuthi uma sesiyenzile ama project awenhlanzi sesingayenelisa ukuthi sisize imuli lathi siphinde sizisize. Ngakho ke sibonge kakhulu ngoba layo indawo nale sizazama ngamandla wonke ukuthi siyigcine ukuze inhlanzi zethu lezi sizifakile zithola ukugcinakala zize zikhule.
2 fish ponds were set up at Machinge Secondary School to help improve the protein source for the school and also to be used to train the people of Bulilima East in fish farming.
Basically what we are aiming to do here is that we provide the school with an alternative protein source through the fish when they harvest, but at the same time communities can use these ponds as learning centers to replicate in their areas, and it can also be a seedbed for the communities who then come, get the seed and then replicate the project in their communities.
Overall, Bulilima has about 5 dams which can hold water all year round for irrigation and can be utilized for fisheries as well. Honorable Ndlovu is looking up to the ministry responsible for dam construction to construct 2 major dams, Inanda and Temeteme, which have been on the cards for a long time.
Ungakhangela idamu lona leli i-district yonke yilo esilithembileyo kakhulu kweze irrigation ngoba yile lisinika ama-hectare phose 96 hectares. Amanye ngokungamachibi nje okuncane kwezinye indawo abantu ezabelweni bayazigebhela besenzela inkomo bagebha ngamapiki lama-foothold besenzela inkomo. So amadamu engingathi ayenelisa ukugcina inhlanzi esabe siwakhangela angaba mane kumbe mahlanu. Amanye akhona akayisiwa agcina amanzi umnyaka wonke, so adinga ukuthi engxenye kuqale kukhangelwe ukuthi ayaqheliswa kumbe kuyakhitshwa inhlabathi kwenzela ukuthi enelise ukugcina amanzi umnyaka wonke. Kodwa sivele silohlelo njengohulumende ukuthi amadamu amabili, Inanda Dam le Temateme Dam ezaphekwa kudala sezile more than 50 years zaphekwa ukuthi ziqale ukuthi lazo zigejwe.
That's all we had in this edition of Constituency Talk, and we hope you have enjoyed the program. Please like our Facebook page and subscribe to our YouTube channel Constituency Talk to watch this and more programs. Let's meet again next week, same time and same channel. It's goodbye for now.